Freedom through restriction, it sounds completely backwards, right? But this 17th century text I've been reading makes a compelling case for how limiting our choices might actually be the key to personal growth.
That's such an intriguing paradox. What led you to explore this idea?
Well, I was diving into this fascinating work called The Mystical City of God by Mary of Jesus of Agreda, and she presents this revolutionary idea about free will. She argues that one of our biggest obstacles is actually having too many choices, and that making a single decisive commitment can be incredibly liberating.
Hmm. But wouldn't most people say that having more choices is always better?
That's exactly what makes this so fascinating. She suggests that by voluntarily giving up certain options, like through religious vows in her context, you're actually creating space for deeper growth. Think about it like a photographer who chooses to work with just one lens instead of carrying around 20 different options.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it. So it's about depth versus breadth?
Precisely. And here's what really caught my attention. She makes this bold claim that those who perfectly follow their chosen commitments can achieve something even greater than martyrdom. While that might sound extreme, the principle behind it is profound. It's the daily, consistent choices that transform us, not just the dramatic moments.
That reminds me of how some of the most successful people often wear the same outfit every day to reduce decision fatigue.
Yes, and she actually addresses this kind of practical wisdom. She lays out this clear hierarchy. Master your core commitments first, then add extras if you can. It's like building a house, you need the foundation before you can worry about decorating.
So, how does she suggest people navigate this process of commitment?
Well, she uses this beautiful metaphor of having a guiding star to navigate through what she calls the desert of renunciation. While she's speaking specifically about religious life, the concept applies universally, having clear principles that guide your decisions when things get tough.
That makes so much sense for modern life, especially with all the noise and distractions we face.
And here's something really hopeful. She suggests that even if you start without perfect intentions, the very act of showing up and following through can lead to transformation. It's like how sometimes the discipline of practicing an instrument eventually leads to genuine love for music.
That's actually quite encouraging for anyone starting something new.
You know what's particularly relevant for today? She talks about how the whole ruin or salvation of souls depends upon the use of their free will. In our age of endless scrolling and constant FOMO, making clear, committed choices might be more important than ever.
That's really making me think about my own relationship with choice and commitment.
And here's the kicker. She describes this whole journey as a kind of pilgrimage, suggesting that it's not just about reaching a destination, but about who we become along the way. She emphasizes that everyone's capacity is different, and that's okay.
So, it's really about finding the right balance between commitment and growth for each individual.
Exactly. And maybe that's the most valuable lesson for modern life, that true freedom isn't about keeping all options open forever, but about making conscious choices about what truly matters, and then having the courage to follow through.